coming out of the operating room. Jack told her that he was the chief surgeon of that operation. Therefore, Susan believed that as long as Jack was there, firing a lazy parasite would cause no problem at all. At that moment, a doctor rushed in anxiously and said that Tom's illness had relapsed. Only then did Susan begin to panic. Meanwhile, the man had packed his things and was preparing to leave, but he happened to notice an old man having an attack. Seeing that the situation was very critical, the man put down his things and immediately started treatment. But what he didn't notice was that Jack happened to pass by and saw this scene. In his heart, Jack became even more jealous of the man's talent. Then, he spotted the man's magic divine needle notes. He became very excited. He thought that as long as he could learn the man's secret skill, he could surpass him. So when the man wasn't paying attention, he stole the notebook. What he didn't expect was that just as he got the medical notes, the next second, Susan found him. She told him directly that Tom's illness had relapsed. She told him to perform the surgery, saying that only he could save Tom now, and she directly brought Tom to the operating room. Jack looked at Tom lying on the hospital bed and was very worried. He hadn't had time to learn the man's special technique, but he didn't want his lies to be exposed. So he planned to follow the man's treatment method from before to perform the surgery. Unexpectedly, the surgery actually succeeded. This made Jack feel even more proud. Meanwhile, after finishing treating the old man, the man was about to leave. But then he overheard the nurses talking and learned that Tom's illness had relapsed. The man became very anxious because in the entire hospital, only he knew the magic divine needle. He hurried to the operating room and happened to run into Susan and Jack just coming out from the surgery. Susan scolded him, asking why he was still in the hospital. The man was anxious to save the patient and had no time to explain to Susan. He was about to leave. Unexpectedly, Susan blocked his way, and she told him that Tom had already been cured by Jack. The man did not believe it. He said this was absolutely impossible because in the entire hospital, only he knew the magic divine needle, and Jack had already told her that during the surgery in the morning, the man was only assisting him. The man found it even harder to believe. He was just about to speak when Jack interrupted him. Jack was afraid that his secret would be exposed by the man, so he slandered the man, saying it must have been the man who did something that caused Tom's sudden relapse. Otherwise, how would the man suddenly know that Tom had relapsed? He even said that the man was definitely jealous of him and accused the man of having no medical ethics, playing with the patient's life. Susan believed Jack. She became very angry. She called the security guards to throw the man out. She even said that any hospital that dared to hire the man in the future would be going against her. But unexpectedly, the next second, a beautiful female CEO came over and stopped Susan. She said she wanted to hire the man and even give the man half of her hospital's shares.